Thanks for coming, Ed. So nice to have you again.
It is nice to be here, Paul.
Hey, welcome to the
He read the
March,
same article I did about how computers are now going to be writing copy.
March. Well, no, I saw that they had on the news the other day. They had a virtual newscaster anchor who was a duplicate of a real guy, but it was all computer generated. It was crazy looking.
Well, of course it is. But so are real people.
So anyway, this is the March selections for 2019, and Ed was kind enough to come, and he actually brought me a pretty good sample of some Pinot Noir from, was that Oregon? No, Russian River.
Russian River.
It was really good. So you might be seeing that soon in the Pinot Noir, Club Pinot Noir. I had French lessons this morning. I had Noir, Pinot Noir, okay?
Okay, how about les older vintages from 40 years ago?
Les, because it's les O, is a vowel, you have to say that that's les older.
Les older.
So 40 years ago.
45 years ago.
We are. There are so many things going
ago.
on in this business right now. I can't tell you. It would be here forever. It's pretty incredible. But one of them is just some really fun marketing stuff, including the fact that you had conversations with Mike Krikorian from the LA Times, and we're trying to document my dad's story. But it just ties into the idea that no one else can say 40 years ago we featured.
Right, and well, the story is not only the 40 years, but what was featured.
That's right.
I mean, come on. I tell people those wines that, they know the Wine of the Month Club because I've been associated with it for so long, but they go, nah, he didn't do a Grand Cru Burgundy for $6.89. Right. Oh, yeah, he did.
We did.
And 40 years ago, we did an Armagnac Gigondas.
A Gigondas. Armand Roux.
And no, it was not Armand Roux. It was like that. But I'd never heard of these guys, and the other one was Bellarbe Fumé Blanc, and that was in 79, and that means that it was about 10 years after the term Fumé Blanc was created by Robert Mondavi.
So Gigondas, let's go back to that for a second. Being like the blockbuster wine from the Rhône, right? I mean, it's just like,
yeah,
shut the pop. I mean, that thing is like sits in your mouth. I haven't had many lately. I haven't seen many of them lately. But when you get them, they are huge wines.
Well, it was great reading your dad's explanation of it too, because he really explained it very well. And it's right next door to Châteauneuf de Pape, which gets all the press and and all the credentials. But Gigondas is every bit as good as Châteauneuf de Pape, and sometimes better.
More robust for sure. But I'm glad you brought that up, Ed. My dad's descriptive. So I went through some of those newsletters from the 70s, just scrolling through, which you should take that disc today so you can scroll through.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd love to.
And I'm looking at these brands that we've seen and come and go, and all of a sudden I stumble across Smith Eau Lafitte. So I send that 1978 newsletter from the Bordeaux to the winemaker who I just interviewed, the current winemakers, and the guy freaked out. And then I found a Bichot, a Burgundy house, Albert Bichot.
Right.
I sent that to them. They freaked out. So here are these wines not only that we'd featured and that may still not be that popular, but I'm now conversing with the winemakers and the proprietors, and the history for them is amazing.
Well,
they're fascinated by that.
What I find kind of fun is I've gone through these newsletters myself many times to look for wines, and I'm reading it and I go, hey, this is pretty well written, and at the bottom it says written by Ed Masciana.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Because I had to remember which ones I wrote and which ones I didn't. No, applause, thank you.
No, laughter.
Sorry, it wasn't that funny.
All right, we'll see you on the flip side.
Hi, this is Ed Masciana, and this is Paul Kalemkiarian. And we're doing the Vintners series for March of 2019. Yeah. Hush falls over the room. All right.
I had to go to the dentist yesterday.
Thanks for sharing.
I had a very important phone call at 10:30. I didn't want to be drilled, but I mean, when you get your teeth cleaned by the female version of the Hulk, it hurts.
Hey, my dental hygienist is adorable. She's a doll.
No, she's not unattractive, man, but her hands are rock.
She keeps wanting to set me up with her mother, and I keep telling her the biggest problem is you're still married to your father. Yeah, but he's not very good to her. Yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
What side of Ed Masciana is she seeing?
The inside. Yeah. Oh,
you know the problem with dentists and dental hygienists? They're always looking down in the mouth.
Oh, that's terrible. I had lunch with a friend of mine and his 93-year-old aunt, who lives in Palos Verdes, and she was telling me that she used to go to the wine. We went to Terranea, which is the old marine land, and she says, "Well, my husband and I used to go to wine tastings there." And I said, "Joyce, those were the tastings that I put on."
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It was pretty funny because she's not really a big wine drinker, and neither was her husband. She was married for 70 years to this guy before he passed away, and she's 93 years old, and she's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, in great shape, very sharp.
Older women, Ed.
Oh God, are you kidding? It wouldn't take much, man. She's really something. But that was so funny. I'm sitting there going, I don't believe this.
So we just did a Malbec, and here's a totally different style, right? This is the same vintage, I think, 2015.
This is a little
brighter. I think it
softer.
must be higher up. It must be Salta or something. Paraje, Altamira, yeah. So it's up there. Now, it looks like there's at least 2, if not 3 wines in this Vintner series from a club that was never started. And they curated some nice wines. They were going to charge much more than we're charging, I can tell you that. Because you get this for $13.99. But it was with one of the famous chefs that we all know and love. Should I say the name?
That's your show, buddy. you're the
I'll say he is the proprietor of Olive's restaurant. I happen to do that. Not the thing, Olive Garden, Olive. You can go look it up. Anyway, he got busted by the Me Too group, and they're sitting with these gorgeous wines, all written up, so we didn't even write the newsletter, and they didn't know what to do with them. So they brought them to us, and I'm like fascinated by this. We've got a bunch.
This is gorgeous.
And these are 3 of them.
This is
just
gorgeous
really
wine,
nicely done.
I mean, this is $20 and change, $13.99 a reorder price. This is a classy wine, I mean, it's beautifully balanced. 98 here.
And the reason I said that is because right now this industry is so congested with crap, and this would have been
How do you really feel?
This would have been a good addition to the
Yeah, but how much
marketplace.
were they going to charge for it, Paul?
Probably $25.
Okay, well, $13.99 is significantly less than
I know that,
$25.
but still, at least you would get the wine and go, oh, not the stuff that we've been getting.
Well, okay, but it is what it is.
This is what's it, Mark Toll.
Oh yeah, Mark Toll, nice guy.
He goes, this is my favorite the wine I drink at home right now from the Garberg book.
I tried to buy this wine and they were sold out. They couldn't sell me any.
I think it's just a great drinking version of a Côtes de Rhône. It pleases everybody's palate. You're not blown away by the gaminess.
Well, no, because it's perfectly balanced. It's the right amount of Grenache and Syrah and Mourvedre and Cinsault, and
You got the blueberries going on
God
there.
knows what else is
You
in
got that going on there too.
$20.99 on the shelf, $13.99 reorder price.
The blueberries are still hanging on.
Yeah.
The finish is just kind of going. It's
That's
got enough
from the-
acid. It's going to age gracefully, I think. What do you think?
Well, it's only 2015. I mean, how
I know,
much of
but
it is
still.
delicious wine.
It almost kind of feels like that they're like 10% carbonic or something in it, but not really. But there's a little bit of this rosy
I'm getting a
fruit.
little animal from the Syrah and a little tobacco.
But I get some bright blueberries.
Yeah, the blueberries come from the Syrah as well. And then you got the cranberries from the Grenache. It's a delicious wine.
You're right. The elements are all there. You taste the components, but they're melded very nicely.
And they're going to be better. And it's just going to get, this wine's only going to get better. I mean, it's got at least 10 years on it.
Domaine des Espiers. See, this is a good example. D-E-S, D. But there's a vowel, so now it's des Espiers.
That's interesting.
Des Espiers.
That's really interesting.
I had a whole conversation with my dad yesterday in French. En français.
Okay.
Wet Chardonnay, 2017, Terre. I don't know what this even means. Terre Eulalie.
Maybe it's a girl.
P.D.O.
Oh, that's a grandkid. Eulalie. It's Eulalie's dirt.
Eulalie. Terre's earth. Look at that color this is Languedoc. Look at the color of that wine.
I know.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah. Oh wow.
2017 Mission Propriété.
Okay, you know what this has got in it? I bet anything that Muscat clone of Chardonnay.
Yeah,
because it's almost like Gewürztraminer.
You're right. There's is it apricot or peach component? What is that?
If I get I take this to people like Gewürztraminer. I think it's delicious.
First of all, it's lighter on the palate than the color suggests, but it's loaded with flavors. And I'm getting a little bit of stone fruit, but I'm also getting a little lime or something.
Yeah, and this is 100% Chardonnay, I believe. I mean,
It's like grapefruit rind almost.
Yeah, exactly. I get the grapefruit, which says Sauvignon Blanc. I get the the musk. I get a little bit of
It's really complex for what it is.
very complex, beautiful wine.
Collines de Bourdi. This is Collines Hills of the Bourdi. Terre Eulalie.
Well, if you don't like Chardonnay, you're going to love this wine. Okay, that's all I got to say. $21 on the shelf, $12.99.
Oh, this is from Claire.
Phenomenal, gorgeous wine.
Claire is our French importer. She goes to Europe regularly and shops for us and finds these really fun wines. When you ever see imported heritage on the back, it's one of her finds.
Well, I'm at a 98 on that too. I think that wine's stunning. I'd like it. I'd give it 100 if it wasn't Chardonnay. Okay, I like these guys. Tyler's Curveball. This is cool.
Okay,
these are
this
cool.
is a bizarre
These
story.
people are cool.
First of all, to get Washington State, Columbia in this price range is great. Right?
Yeah.
I get this bottles in here, and we can't sell a wine without it federally approved, right? It's labeled in here. I said, send me the cola, which is the official registration term. And they go, well, it's coming. A week later, give me the cola, it's coming. Give me the cola. We can't find it online. They don't have it. They never colaed the wine.
I know.
So
I looked it up. They don't have one.
So then the wine, they have it now, but at that time they didn't have it. So I'd already bought a white wine from them called Presley's Pinot Grigio or something, and I couldn't feature because it had gone past the date that we wanted to use it. And I had no cola. I can't put it on the street without a cola. So
They're not talking Coca-Cola.
They're very confident they're going to get this approved, right? Because it's such a simple label, and I don't know who Tyler is. Maybe he has a mean curveball in Little League or something. But I just thought, how do we not do a Cabernet from the Columbia Valley in this price range? And the nose reeks of the Columbia Valley.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. It's very structured, very tightly structured, great acidity, all natural, none added. Yep. I mean, 20.
I gotta meet this Tyler kid.
$20 on the shelf.
$20.99, $13.99 for more.
$13.99.
And despite the label simplicity, the wine is nowhere near as simple as the label.
No, it's very complex.
And it reeks of Washington, right? You get a Bordeaux-esque character.
I love, of course. I mean, I love Washington State wines. I think Washington State can make at least as good a wine as California, especially in the Bordeaux varietals.
We used to buy a lot of wine from David Lake. Remember?
Oh God, David Lake was a wonderful man. He was
Columbia.
one of the few MW winemakers who passed away really, really young.
And it was Columbia wine, not Columbia Valley.
Right, Columbia Winery. Yeah,
really good.
Great guy.
It's a 98 for me.
Yeah, I judged with him many times.
Did you really?
Yeah, and, got to know him pretty well. Really nice guy. Finally, one of my favorite
Big hit
grapes
on
in
the
the world.
Saturday tasting.
What a surprise!
Slovakian Grüner Veltliner, crisp, bright. Now this is an interesting palate because this is the kind of palate that you don't expect Americans to appreciate or understand quite yet, at least in my group. So here's an aged Grüner Veltliner. Should be crisp, should be, and I don't know Slovakian wine district, so I can't tell you what its terroir should be, but what a nose.
It's very. I have to turn this off. It's very. It's got a little oxidation.
It's
which
Carlos, folks, just so you know.
Yeah, it gives a little orange peel to it. Phenomenal wine, absolutely gorgeous. I'm at a 97 on this.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing because Grüner Veltliner, I don't get that many of them, let alone Slovakian. Mm-hmm. Slovenia or Slovakia?
Slovakia. Yeah, which is in the devil's triangle.
You're getting a little bit of that, dried. It's not kerosene. What is it? Dried apricots?
Dried apricot would work. Yeah, I think it's dried apricot and a little orange peel.
But then acid.
Yeah.
You get this wonderful gripping acid at the end.
It's great.
Well, how fun.
It's been fun.
That's the Vintners series for March of 2019.
Ooh.
Cheers.